story. Well, let me know when you're ready.
Go ahead.
This story goes back 1944 when we were playing a football game. I weighed all about 133 pounds. Oftentimes I was up against centers that weighed 203 pounds, but they used me because my hand was so big I could hike the ball with one hand for to the quarterback. So even though I only weighed 133 pounds, I was so thin that one time a kid in the stands, one of the opposing team, yelled out, "Where's that kid's legs?" It was really humiliating. Anyhow, the lights in the field were so bad that a lot of them were blown out. They weren't that much to begin with when they were new. I think the team was owned by a doctor who had found out that he was paying a lot more for for the Colonel's baseball team, and then they also doubled up with a high school team. But anyhow, our quarterback Rudy Filippini waved to me and says, "Go over there, go over sleeper play." Sleeper play meant that you went way over the sideline, milled around with the team that was on there, so they stayed on the field. And then when they hiked the ball, you would run. There'd be no one there to defend against you. So I went way over on the side, and could barely see Rudy under those lights. That's an exaggeration, but they were pretty weak. And so always remember him backing up, looking for me, and I darted down the field at the hike of the ball. He hit my left hand, 30, 35-yard pass, perfection. Hit me in the left hand. I tucked it in. I'm running to the goal line. I was so slow that the three backs that they had there, who were chosen for their speed, overtook me. This was about on our 20-yard line. I was down to about their 40 when they overtook me, and I had a huge lead on them, of course, because it's a sleeper play. And it was muddy and had been raining, and the three of them overtook me, and at the last second I cut back to the right. And one kid fell in front of me, and I jumped over him, and I felt the other kid hit me on the back of the leg, on the heel, as he fell. The three of them were apparently tangled up in a muddy pile there on the field, and I went on my way. I was so slow they might have almost got up again and caught me. Anyhow, as I got down about the 10-yard line, the pants started slipping down. In those days, you had you had a suit, you had a pair of pants, and you had hip protection, so on. But the hip protection was separate. Later on, they put them in together.
Yeah.
So the pants were sliding down. With each step, they were sliding down a quarter of an inch. And I was mortified at the thought of falling on the 5-yard line with my pants around my ankles. And I just made it across the goal line when the pants started to slip down. And then the team all surrounded me, kissing me and hugging me and everything else for the touchdown. And I was busily pulling those pants up to get them up so I just barely missed being on the front page of every sports page in the country. A high school football star loses pants on 4-yard line and the game.